All right, good morning. Good morning for me, at least. Boys just got on the bus, and I'm gonna head to the gym real quick for a quick little workout. We are on week 6 of 6 for the workout plan, the mesocycle, and the last week is a deload week, a transition week, kind of a, as I've been saying, a week to get your body refreshed a little bit, and so go push it hard again in the next plan. And so less reps, less volume, less weight, all that good stuff. Yeah, it's been feeling good to do this. Actually, I am feeling more refreshed, which is nice, and really working on my form, and which has been good. Yeah, so today, what are we doing today? Got back, and I'm doing more row movements today for the back instead of pull movements like lat movements. Gonna be rows. So when I'm doing these, get a nice far stretch, and then pull it up, and then slow on the eccentric, and some biceps and some shoulders. So this will go pretty quick, which is good because I got a morning meeting here coming up here, so it's coming up soon, so that the timing will work well. And then tomorrow will be the last day of the deload week, but I'm definitely looking forward to getting the next phase, next plan going. And that's going to be, I'm going to do all body parts, but a good chunk of the body parts are going to be more at maintenance phase. I'm going to focus on chest, bis, and tris. And then once that mesocycle is done, see how things go, I might look to make the next one, maybe put an emphasis on back and legs. But we'll see how it goes, how it progresses, the results. Which is good. I'm a few days into my first TRT injection, and didn't expect to feel anything. Now, so we'll see how it goes, builds up, and the ejection spot feels fine. Little soreness, but it's very, very minimal. Nothing. You get more sore sneezing sometimes. but anyway, so that's enough of that rambling. Not much to talk about the weightlifting stuff today. So let's talk about business and talk about my method of doing a sales meeting. And like for loan officers who are, they'll work for me, is they have different types of meetings. The two big ones they're going to have are when you're meeting with a realtor. And so a realtor is a potential referral partner that can send you lots and lots of business. And then the meetings with the borrowers, people that are looking to buy a property or refinance. And this method works for either, but we'll largely kind of maybe talk in the context of like a referral partner or something. And I call it the diagnosis remedy sales method. And the diagnosis remedy sales method, what makes this a little bit different than how most people that I've encountered go in sales, is that it does less telling and there's a lot of more asking. What a lot of salespeople do, and I've seen this in person, they didn't know that I was at, say, a coffee shop or something, and I'm seeing somebody do a sales meeting with somebody and trying to sell them a product or service or whatever, and they go into tell mode, where they tell them all the things about them, all the things they can do, all their features, all their benefits, all of these different things, and I call it they're puking on them. They're just puking on them, everything about them. And does anybody like to be puked on? No, nobody likes to be puked on. And so your prospects, they don't like to be puked on either. And when you're doing all the talking, it prevents you from doing one huge thing, and that's listening for what matters to them. And so the diagnosis remedy sales method, what this is trying to do is diagnose or uncover two main things: problems they're experiencing they want to get rid of, or pains they are having, I should say, that they want to get rid of, or desires they have they want to have fulfilled. So you want to uncover pains they want to get rid of and desires they want to have fulfilled. Now, with pains and desires, what of those two things, what are people more likely to take immediate action to do? To do something to get rid of a pain, or to do something to receive a benefit? Statistically, by far, people are more apt to take immediate action to get rid of a pain they are experiencing. So the diagnosis, remedy, sales method, the goal is to, find pains or desires, but really, if you can, find pains, and then as you diagnose their pains, is then provide your remedy, your solution that solves that pain and gets their commitment. And how do you do that? You do that by asking questions. You ask them questions about their business, what they're looking for, how it's impacting them, and really try to understand, get them to talk more and more and more. We do this by asking questions. The person who asks the questions controls the conversation. So we should be asking lots and lots and lots of questions. And as we're asking questions and they're giving us responses, what we should not be doing is trying to immediately solve their problem. So let's just say that you ask a question, they share a problem they have, and you're like, our product does this, our service does this. Don't do that. Do not do that. You want it to get out as much as you possibly can. If they say something that's a problem, can you tell me more about that? Like, how's it impacting you? How's it impacting your business? What's it preventing you from being able to do? Really go deep into understanding it. And the more questions you ask, their barriers go down. They trust you more. They're going to open up more and more and more. You're going to have better communication, and they're going to feel that you care, and you should care. And if you really do care about solving problems for them, you need to understand their problems. And so we talk about the diagnosis remedy method. This sounds like a medical doctor, right? When you meet with a doctor, what does a doctor do? You go in there for a problem, they start asking you lots and lots of questions, trying to understand the problem so they can diagnose what you have. Sometimes they might even have to go do tests and all that stuff. Everything to really find out the problems, the pains that you are experiencing. Then it comes the remedy part. This is after you get everything out. They get everything out. They share all their stuff. Is then you provide a remedy to fix their problems, to get rid of the pains, and or if it's a desire they have, fulfill a desire. And then what I like to do is get permission. Hey, thank you so much for sharing that all with me. And is it okay if I share a few things on how I think I might be able to help? Yeah, sure. At that point, they're gonna say yes, right? They're absolutely going to, because you build trust with them. You ask questions, and you say, well, you mentioned this. You have this particular issue. Well, here with our service, our product, here's how we solve that, XYZ. You also mentioned this. Here's how our problem, our product fixes that, or solves this, or gets rid of that pain. 1, 2, 3. You go into it. Now, does that sound like something that would benefit you, that would help? If you did a good job, they're going to confirm, yes, it does. And at that point, you have them, because they just admitted that you have the solution to get rid of their pain, or you have the solution to fulfill the desire that they might have. And then at that point, then it's asking for the business. As a doctor, you have a prescription. Would you like me to write you a prescription? If the doctor had the solution for you, the prescription for you to fix your problem, but they never offered the prescription, or think they're loony. Well, if we solve their problem and they'd say our solution solves it, and we don't ask for the business, we're being foolish. We're not helping them out. So then we have to ask for the business. Now, I can go a little bit more on that, but I'm at the gym right now, and so we'll pick this up another time. You have a good one.